Hello and welcome to this upload. This is the start of a little series of what I get up to at Christmas and New Year, because today I finished work for a whole 16 days. Today is Friday the 20th of December and I am not back at work until Monday the 6th of January. Isn't that just wonderful? This probably I've been more excited for than Christmas at the moment. It's been a tiring term, I'm glad it's over. And let's bring on 2020 when I can start afresh. So glad it's done. So as I say, this is going to be a little gander at what I'm getting up to. It's quite busy, we're going to lots of different places to visit family and things like that. So I'm going to take you along for it all. It's going to turn into more sort of like weekly vlogging where I do some stuff every day probably, and I think it will probably be split into 3 or 4 videos. We'll see what kind of footage we get. You're going to hear Pete make a lot of noise soon because he's got to feed the dog and make my dinner, and we are on a tight time frame because we are out at Alexandra Palace today, or Ali Palace. That's where we went for the farmers market. Any videos that I mention I'll link in the doofer down below. We're going to go and see Peter Pan that goes wrong tonight. This is going to feed into my nerdy side and I get to see what they've done with the refurbished Alexandra Palace Theatre, which I've never been in. It's fairly new as it's just been refurbed. It's been shut for years, so we get to go and have a nosy at that, which I'm also quite looking forward to, along with the show. It's done by the Mischief Theatre Company, who also do The Play That Goes Wrong and a comedy about a bank robbery, and me and Pete have both enjoyed those when we've seen them, so fingers crossed. This one's good, but you know, I'll give you the standard little scroll over the stage and then I'll give you some feedback on it afterwards. Let's say, so we're on a tight time frame, so I'd better go and help. I'm a really bad vlogger. I am, Jeff, thank you. Today is Sunday the 22nd of December. I didn't film at all yesterday. Kind of the intention, although I thought I'd probably film something in the evening, but I didn't. Yesterday we went over to Pete's grandma's for her birthday. Had lunch and things with her. We were there for quite a while actually, which is why I didn't film anything in the evening, because by the time we come back and I'd made some food because I was starving, we just sort of put on some rubbish TV and for a couple of hours and then went to bed really. I'm also rubbish because I haven't told you anything about Peter Pan That Goes Wrong. I enjoyed the show. It was really interesting to see the Ali Pali Theatre. It's quite, well, it looks unfinished is probably the best way of putting it, and I don't know whether it is unfinished or whether that's the look they're going for. So I did enjoy that, and the show itself was good. It was funny, but because we've seen a couple now of Mischief Theatre's productions, so we've seen The Play That Goes Wrong and comedy about a bank robbery, I know what to expect. For example, there was a bit with the three, Wendy, Peter and John in bed, and I knew that the beds were going to collapse kind of thing. Sorry if I've just spoiled that, but that's just one of the many, many mishaps that go on. I mean, it was funny, and I like the sort of pantomime-esque to it, although it wasn't a pantomime, but there was elements of it, and I haven't been to a panto for years. But it wasn't as good as some of the other ones we've seen, and I think that's because, as I say, we now know kind of what to expect with it. I liked the fact that the actors playing Peter Pan and things like that were the same people as those in The Play That Goes Wrong. So you had Robert and you had Max and you had Dennis, and they had the same characteristics as those characters did in The Play That Goes Wrong, although they were obviously playing different characters in the play, because The Play That Goes Wrong is a whodunit, if I remember rightly, and obviously Peter Pan is Peter Pan. So yeah, it was a great way though to start my break. I think Pete has the same feeling as me. He also wanted us to be part of it, so as we left the auditorium, the theatre, he kicked out the door wedge, so the door nearly slammed in my face. So he wanted us to try one of these tricks, but I wasn't prepared for it, so very, very nearly did I get a black eye or something, but managed to stop it just in time. Apologies for all the noise if you can hear it. We're using today, before our trek around the country, to do lots of cleaning and sorting, so the washing machine's going to be going a lot, so that's on at the moment. Pete's having a shower, so you might be able to hear that as well. So we're going to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of sorting, just to try and get the flat in a nice semblance. I really want to tackle Pete's office with him today because it is an absolute tip. I don't like it. It makes me anxious. It's probably the wrong word, but I don't like going in it, and I don't see how he can have a productive work day in there because it's such a tip. And we have a cabinet with lots of paperwork in it that we probably don't need to keep anymore, so need to sort that out. But first it's, you know, we've got to clean the kitchen and the bathroom and then do all the dusting and the hoovering and things. Tonight I'm hoping to get to church and go to a candlelight carol service, but we'll see how the day goes and whether we get there or not. Also, Jeff Jeff ran away from me as I was about to put him back on his lead as we went into the park so that he didn't get completely covered in mud because it's like a swamp over there. And he went to chase a magpie and then decided to roll in something, hoping it's just the mud, but it's sorted now. So he is currently collarless because he had to go in the shower to clean himself off. So here's Jeff. He's naked, he's got no collar on, have you? Because you were a naughty boy. You got yourself all mucky and you had to go in the shower when we came home. He's not a big fan of not having his collar on. Or he's not a big fan of you taking his collar off. He's fine once he's been about it for a while, but I had to rinse that and that's currently drying in the airing cupboard before we go out at lunchtime, eh? That's been the morning so far. I have managed also to read a chapter of my book, which I'm going to attempt to try and read a chapter every morning, but we'll see. I might end up trying to catch up on TV. Who knows? Who knows, eh, Jeff? Exactly. That's been it so far. You're all caught up. And now we need to go and clean. Yay! Anyway, I'm rambling because I'm stalling. This house isn't very good for filming because obviously we've got the washing going, Pete's now hoovering because we're cleaning, and the bathroom's got this fan, so that makes a lot of noise, but I'm going to bring you in here and film a bit of cleaning because it's exciting. Woohoo! I mean, to be fair, it doesn't happen very often. Oh, this is awkward. There's no pockets. What I mean by the office is a state. Yes, I have one leg up and one leg down. So we're going to tackle this now. What you can hear is Pete trying to put the hoover away, but obviously failing miserably. And this is now the result. It's much, much cleaner.
Well, like, yeah, we haven't got rid of the loads.
Much tidier. There is bags still of rubbish, but it's much better. Makes me happier. It's a lot later than when I last spoke to you, and I've just been to a carols by candlelight service. Jeff, can you not do that, please? Which, it was good because obviously I got to hear the Christmas story and sing the carols, which is quite a big part of my childhood. I think I've said it before, but my dad's a church minister, so a lot of my, sorry, cold sniffing. So a lot of my childhood years have been spent in church, and Christmas is it's a big part of that. Hey Jeff. Thank you. You done? You finished? So as I said, I liked the fact that I could go and listen to the Christmas story and sing the songs, but it really lacked my dad, basically. Thank you, Jeff. You done? Well, not my dad per se, just a person to take charge, take the lead. The songs, like, obviously most people know them, but like they did O Come, Emmanuel, which is not that well known as a carol, I guess, but there was no person with a strong enough voice to take the lead to carry people through it. They just had a band, and a really good band, and a very professional band, but no person to belt it out, and that's what my dad would have done. The vicar in that church had such an easy ride because she basically had nothing to do because she'd farmed off the sermon, the address, whatever you want to call it, to some trainee vicar who was not very good. He stumbled a lot. Jeff, I'm trying to talk to the people. He stumbled on his words a lot, and his point, I don't think there was one. It was about journeys, but he seemed to get a bit jumbled up by things. And there was one point I really, really wish I had a member of my family with me. For one, it's the same girl, and bless her, at least she did more than I would have done, because I wouldn't have read in front of all those people. She tried her best, but she's a teenager. She's probably been in church a lot. She knows that the three wise men are called the Magi, but she called them the Magi. But my absolute favourite bit, so the Magi came and they gave baby Jesus gold, Frankenstein and myrrh. And I really, really wish my mum or my brother were with me, because I really wanted to laugh, but I had no one to giggle with. But I'm glad I went. Christmas isn't Christmas without a church service to me, so I'm glad I went, and that's an inoffensive one to go to. Good afternoon, and welcome to Christmas Eve. It's the 23rd of December. It's Monday. Excuse the washing machine noise. We're trying to get the last of our clothes washed before we go away tomorrow. I went for a run this morning, but my phone had absolutely no battery. Either it didn't charge or something's gone weird. So I didn't have any podcast to listen to or any tracking, so I don't know how much I ran, or how far I ran even. I ran for half an hour, which is what the Couch to 5k thing that it gets you to, but it's hard work doing it without any stimulus. My mum and dad and my brother are coming over this afternoon, in fact in about 10 minutes, because we're not with them on Christmas Day, so we're doing a present exchange so that we can take ours to Pete's parents and they can have the ones from us, and they've also come to pick up my brother who is having Christmas with them, but we expected them at about 3 o'clock. Turns out they're coming at 1:05. So everything, how we'd planned our day, has kind of not happened that way, but it doesn't matter, we can adapt. Obviously I'm sort of partway through editing a video. Pete's just looked really shocked, but yeah, so we just had a manic, putting away our clothes and stuff so that they're not all over the lounge, so that it looks a bit reasonable for people to come and look at. I'm going to see if I can get Jeff's reaction to them coming in today, because that'll be fun. He'll make a lot of noise, so hold your ears. But with everything, can you, Jeff? You just can't cope. Hello.
Hello.
My parents and brother have now left, and because I am the world's worst vlogger, I completely forgot to get my camera out during dinner. Partly because we were talking, and partly because I was starving and I wanted to eat. But now I'm back doing some more editing. Jeff, got my little editing buddy here, who is alright with this video because he's not making any noise in it, so he's just wedged down the side of me here, keeping my leg nice and warm. And you. So that's what I'm going to be doing until this is done. I can't remember if I explained why my parents were coming. So they came to pick up my brother to take him back to their house because he's with them for Christmas Day. But they also came to exchange gifts with me and Pete. I think you saw what the table was like. It was just at one end there was a gift bag, and then in the front it was for them. This is our dining table now. It is covered in presents. My mum is also a legend and has bought me some snowballs because it's not Christmas without a snowball. For those of you that have watched the Christmas gift guide, you'll know that I had to wrap a present quickly today on Christmas Eve and before we left. So Jeff's been helping me, haven't you, Jeff? Jeffy, you've been helping me. And the present's done. So now it just needs to go in our little pile to take with us. Mission accomplished. Christmas Eve, we have a lot to get in the car because we're taking Jeff's crate and things. So we have a big present that we've decided we're going to open now for you on camera.
We also have all those presents to fit in the car.
Yeah, they've seen all the presents.
They've seen the presents, okay.
So we're going to open this present now. I'm going to let Pete do the honours though. So it's...
So from your family?
Yeah, I'm going to let you do the honours. So it's to me and Pete. And it's from my auntie and uncle.
And to Jeff as well.
And to Jeff. And
you're going to really watch me try and untie this on camera?
Yep. The concentration. I think it might be breakable, so be careful.
Oh, bloody, is that a massive Jeff or something?
Have we got a Jeff biscuit jar?
That's quite impressive.
Jeff's excited about this. We have a Jeff biscuit jar.
That's actually quite cool.
I mean, I quite like that.
Yeah.
When we get a bigger kitchen, we can get. Is that for Jeff? Okay.
Invincible speakers keep squeaking if you're punctured. I doubt that's true.
Jeff will have to give that a go when we come home, won't he?
3 large invincible speakers.
Jeff, leave the bag, please.
I'm not impressed actually. I'll just
yeah, that will set him off. But we can give you that when we come home, puppy. Let's see if it is invincible.
It's not going to be. It might be this little Labrador here, but
not to that little monster.
It's a masterpiece, really.
What are we naming it?
Hey, Jeff.
I name everything in this house. You can name the cookie jar.
I mean, it's definitely an Alfred.
An Alfred. Cool.
Yeah. It's got like the longer, like it's got the old man bit.
Welcome, Alfred, to the family. Oh, trying to stop Jeff, trying to not break the...
And that's your toy, but that's early Christmas, Jeff.
Right, we better get back in this car. Car cam. Christmas car cam.
Christmas car.
So we're on our way to Pete's family home.
Christmas Eve car cam.
For Christmas. It's rather bright, so sorry I'm squinting. And how long's the journey?
So it's quite bad traffic, so it's a bit over an hour, but probably an hour from now.
An hour from now. Our car's very full. Got Jeff over here on his cushions and stuff. He should be alright. But oh, this is very windy and hard to film in. So we're on our way. It's about midday. So we should be
Go
there.
right on the roundabout.
Just after
Third
lunchtime.
exit.
I can't see, so we go now. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
We're going to sort of ignore you now and do some stockings, but I thought I'd at least have the camera rolling for this bit because I won't show you a lot of Christmas Day.
Rick Stein's Far Eastern Policy. This is quite a ridiculous book for a stocking, not a present. Crispy spring rolls with pork, prawns and dried mushrooms. I do like all this kind of food.
Do you like making that kind of food?
I'm sure there's some quick, like, stir fries in there and stuff.
I
I like the pictures alone, so I can go through the pictures anyway. Yeah. Chocolate orange. Yeah. Standard stocking from Santa. This is the good stuff, isn't it? You get in these restaurants. hot sauce.
I was a sari shopping bag.
Nice. Nice mustard yellow.
If I can get into it. It may have been a sari, but it's... Ta-ta. These are always helpful. I have a Lonely Planet. Dream trips for 2020.
Nice.
Northern Sri Lanka. British Virgin Isles. Yeah, because my mum would love that photo. It's a bunch of fish. Back in its bag.
I've got my festive socks as well.
You got some festive socks.
Cool. Probably should be wearing our Christmas socks today, shouldn't we? But
Got my party penguins on. Christmas socks from a couple of years ago. I have some jingle bells.
a visitor.
You knocked? Jeff? You knocked? Who's Santa?
Yeah, just off and ready, mate.
You can get one. So Jeff opened his Christmas present early yesterday. He managed to sneak into the lounge, go into the big bag of presents that we got, which I don't think you saw, but you saw the amount of presents that we were taking with us. Took out his little present from the groomers and opened it. Just that one.
Just a testicle.
Not any others. Just that one, eh, puppy?
Shoulder coins. He's in the favourite for you, aren't they, from the last 2 years ago? You had to go to the vets to get those.
It's my Santa stocking. So we're on to... What Santa's this one? My family Santa. You can start, you're the oldest. Jeff's very interested.
This is ironclad type wrapping. What have you got, Jeff?
Does it smell good, Jeff?
You're not being very helpful here.
Thank you. Have we got a new game to play? Just put it on the floor for now and then we'll sort it out.
Chopper. I think it chops up like herbs, maybe.
Good, Jeff. Leave the coins.
So I think it's something for, like, you know, basil, where you chop it, maybe?
It's a herb chopper, no?
Yeah.
Or a leaf chopper.
Yeah. Cute. Cool gadget.
One thing to mention is that there is lady paper and then there is man paper. And this is the yearly calendar, Jeff. Yes, it is. What's your bet? What's in it this time? Last year we had unicorns.
Dogs.
What is it, Jeff? Can you see it? Put it in the envelope. No, this year we have a fairy calendar. With January, every time a new year starts, the fairy flutters her wings to fill each day with sparkling and other magical things.
Go for the gold one.
You got a gold bar?
I guess here's Chinese chocolate factory.
That means you've got the gold bar ticket.
Again, very helpful, Jeff.
It's going to fall off the bed.
Bamboo sticks. It's like a straw instead of straws.
I think so.
Oh, straws, yeah. Nice.
Oh, that's a weird
It's lengthened.
Go on then, you pull that bit. Pull it, let's crack it. No. Oh, that feels really weird, feel it.
Is that hard? No. Some kind of food baby. Some kind of food baby.
It's obviously awkward to wrap. That's the Will you desist?
It's too intriguing.
Do you get to do this later with your own presents? Hairbands.
Scrunchy things.
Scrunchies and hairbands.
Impressed on either name of that?
What? Scrunchies?
Yeah.
Not really.
Zesty lemon, minty tea tree, watermelon and something.
It's not watermelon, it's watermint.
Watermint. I can only see water.
It'd be red.
Sweet apple and vanilla milk. Lime. Nice.
The other useful thing.
Deodorant.
Body spray.
Tissue.
Oh, we've gone super drug this year, Jeff. We're normally at Wilco's. So I have one left from last year. So this. It's always good.
It's looking like more food. M&M peanut bars. Never made those. Excellent. Again, not new, Jeff.
Someone may have had a mention about them to Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
maybe.
you see it, did you?
No, not me. I don't have a direct line to Santa.
I do.
No good? Get off Santa. It's pretty.
He's quite like love his toys, to be fair.
Get off Santa. He's important. It's pretty.
Sweep the legs.
Ta-da.
Nice.
Never get proper clothes and stockings.
Yeah, I think Santa's got some kind of thought of what making sure Faye's fed.
I like Santa's brought me chewing gum, but why would Santa buy me chewing gum? I don't eat chewing gum. You know when I said that we shouldn't put food clips onto the gift bag for Mum because we're running out? We're not running out anymore because we got some for Christmas.
Last one.
Big one. Smells. Did it glow?
Seems too big for this belly.
Beer.
Hopefully not, but I'll just chuck it. This is some kind of, again, kitchen thing. I think it might be some,
You got some more hot sauce?
I think so. I think it might be some reggae, maybe. Maybe. It is reggae.
Give yourself both.
Yeah,
You were saying the other day about you haven't had reggae sauce for ages.
I was.
And I have to admit,
Three
I
different types.
didn't mention reggae sauce to anybody once. So that one is purely Santa's own fault.
Oh, you obviously heard me say it. We've got some jerk barbecue, which I'm assuming is the normal one. Mild jerk barbecue and extra hot jerk barbecue.
Thank you both, Santas.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. Jeff's all ready for Christmas with his little Christmas bow tie on. Jeff. Good boy. Here's a cutie pie. That's the end of Christmas Day, and I think the end of this vlog if it's worked out how I intend it to. I will continue on another video starting Boxing Day, so I'll see you then. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye.